Let's take a look at another example. So let's look at number 2. So we have g of x is equal to negative 5 over x. Now we have a negative, and we're still comparing it to the same parent function. It's already graphed for us. So let's go ahead and go to Desmos. I'm going to unclick these top 2, and let's see the bottom 2. So this is a preview of what we're going to sketch onto our notes. I want to look at negative 5 over x since I already have the parent graphed. I'm going to look at the same 3 points. Notice that Desmos stopped at 2. I'm going to type in a 3 and I'm going to copy down those values. So switching, we are at 1, negative 5, 2, negative 2.5, 3, 1.6, negative 1.67. And I'm going to go ahead and graph that. 1, negative 5, 2, negative 2.5, 3, negative 1.67. Draw one of your branches. And think back to example 1 and what happened when we were looking at the negative values. So you can also check Desmos to see what's happening. So we had positive 1, negative 5, and then we have negative 1, positive 5. So the negative is now positive. So let's make sure when we plot these points that we're switching the signs. Negative 1, positive 5, negative 2, positive 2.5, and negative 3, positive 1.67. Let's go ahead and draw our other branch. And I'm going to go ahead and label it G. And we're going to go ahead and compare our graphs. All right, so notice they're not in the same quadrant anymore. G is actually reflected. G is reflected over the x-axis. Notice that it's in the same form as a over x. As mentioned earlier, a does not equal 0. It's negative 5. So we still have the same asymptotes, domain, and range. So same domain, range, and asymptotes. The domain is the set of all real numbers x such that x cannot equal 0. The y, the range, is a set of all real numbers y such that y cannot equal 0. My asymptotes are at x equals 0 and y equals 0. I'm going to go ahead and take my highlighter, highlight my asymptotes. Again, same as the parent function because it's of the form a over x. And lastly, G is farther from the axis than